So many emotions, so many thoughts going through my head, going through my mind. I've kind of been inspired by obviously some videos that I've seen for vlogging, etc. However, my main inspiration really is because of one of my brothers who actually has a YouTube channel, and I am helping him make that channel, grow it, make it better, optimize it, to help him grow his audience, to eventually help him grow his business. His business is, he trains horses, which is truly awesome because it's a dream that he has had for a while. It was either basketball or horses, but in the end, it turned out to be horses because that was an achievable goal. It wasn't just simply wishy-washy dreaming. So he started posting videos, to my surprise. Started posting videos, his experiences while training horses, and he's really good at it, and he actually has some clients. And my job, I'm one of two people, besides him, I'm one of two people in the team, in his content creation team. My sister also does it, which that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. She focuses on more of the YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, posts, Facebook things, TikTok, etc. My job is to focus more on the major content for his channel, which mostly consists of recording with no cuts, just recording the entire training process of a horse for that day. It's a lot of work. So just because I am, just because I am very, oh my goodness, you can't even see me. There we go. Just because I am very, kind of, not conflicted, I wouldn't say I'm conflicted. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do things, and because of my brother's business and for me participating in regards to helping him reach clients, allow his clients to be able to see their horses get trained and see the process, see what he does, and really get to know him and his business and what he stands for better. It's really gotten me back into thinking I really need to start vlogging again. I need to start doing it again, doing more, and really doing what I have always loved doing, which is recording, telling a story, sharing what goes on in my life, sharing my thoughts about life, etc. And there was a video that I recently saw where they talk about a guy who is very well known, Casey Neistat or something like that. Well, this other YouTuber who talked about him talked about one of his schedules, his daily schedule, which I think is absolutely bizarre, but I did pick out so many different principles on how to basically do YouTube, essentially. If you're more of a vlogging kind of esque content creation type of channel, then the principles in the video are on point. They're perfect. So what I'm going to do, as a result of what I saw, I'm going to move around. I'm going to take my time, depending on the situation, depending on the circumstance, and my goal, again, a goal, is to do a daily vlog. Whew. That's what's been on my mind since the beginning of this video. That's what I've been struggling with, trying to figure out. I am going to kind of ease into it, and I'm going to try and start a daily vlog. I'm not gonna do the silly counting thing where like vlog 1, vlog 100, whatever. I don't care. That's not what my channel's about. That's not what my vlogs are about. It's not what my purpose or my goal is. That's just another thing for me to worry about. And already trying to vlog every single day, even just once a month, is already a lot on my brain. However, I do believe that I can grow from that, and I can expand and develop my brain in a way. So I'm gonna start trying to do daily vlogs, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm trying to upload a new video for my brother's business on his channel, and man, it's taken 4 hours. Right now we're at the 1 hour mark, where we only have 1 hour and about 15 minutes left. But this has taken over 4 hours so far. But I figured out the reason why it's taking forever, why it's taking a lot longer. Usually it'd take maybe 30 minutes at maybe 20 or 30 minutes at the shortest, about 1 hour and a half at the longest, which is totally understandable. I do have kind of a crappy kind of computer, and I just got this new screen monitor. I'm not comfortable showing his information and whatever that's on the screen, so that's why you're only getting half of my new screen that I have right now. But I do have this kind of lame setup, and this computer I've had for over 5 years, probably 7+ years, and it is still going, but I'm ready, and I'm tired of how slow it is for the purposes that I have, that I need to get done. It is a little bit too slow. I'm grateful for its service, but I really, really can't wait to get basically a computer tower, not another laptop. I want a computer tower, because those things can go a lot faster. All right, I will get some new perspective, but my camera was running low on battery, and so I needed to change it, and I searched around my room. It is super messy, and I'm hardly going to show any of it, but believe me, down there you can't see it. It is extremely messy, and I could not find my camera. Not my camera, my camera battery, because I have 2 camera batteries, and I could not find the other one, but I realized, wait a minute, it's in my pocket. So, and then magically this other battery was out of battery when I last used it, and I never charged it, and magically it is full of battery. I don't know what's going on. Ugh. So we'll see. Let's get this new battery all up and ready to go, and I'll charge the one in the camera currently later tonight when I upload the footage to my computer. So since coming back to my parents' house, living with my parents for a time, a lot of my content has just literally been sticking kind of true to the name of the channel, but like just adventuring through neighborhoods, through different walkable trails, and through just around town. But that's not really interesting because that is not what my life is all about. And like right now, I am choosing to go down a path that is a little bit more visually interesting, gives me privacy, and whatnot, but also it's just more interesting for you guys, for the sake of the video. But it's hard because it's not really my life. That is ultimately what I am kind of conflicted. I really like that word for YouTube content. I'm just torn between like trying to adventure, but then if I adventure so much, eventually I'll run out of adventuring to do. So I don't know. I'm just at a loss of exactly what to do. Especially if I'm going to take on this project and this idea that I'm going to do this every single day. I generally do the same things every single day. What's going to make it more interesting every single day? So, kind of, I guess, an epiphany that I had is that what if everyone knows, pretty much everyone knows, whether anybody wants to acknowledge it or not, everyone knows that I am a witchcraft practitioner. And it occurred to me that I had asked a witchcraft group that I'm part of on social media, I asked, essentially, is it bad if I treat my witchcraft practice a little bit closer to a kind of like a religion, a high demand religion? I do come from a high demand religious background, but I don't care for, there's certain things I don't agree with the religion that I'm coming from, but people have said it's a high demand religion, and me coming from that in my witchcraft practice, it's really hard because witchcraft is not a religion, and it's not, even if it was a religion, it's not a high demand religion. There's not such high expectations and practices. So what if, and I'll start moving more, what if I somehow was able to well, now I have ants all over, and now my camera's kind of broken. Ow. Got all scraped up. I'll be right back. That was an adventure. I think everything is fine. My camera seems to be fine for now. But I got scraped up. I'm not gonna show it, but I think it's time to go home. Note to self, this part on the trail, I was trying to avoid this bush that's in the way. This part of the trail is too thin. Pay attention while you cross it. Don't vlog, basically. I don't know if you can see it, but this is awesome. There is thunder and there is lightning. Absolutely wonderful to experience. Even the mountains just over there. They are just misted. So I'm just walking over by the church that's right in our neighborhood. I apologize for the wind, but I can't do this any other way. But look at that mountain. From here, it's absolutely beautiful. There's thunder, there's lightning, it's just awesome. And it's just constant, it's non-stop. It just keeps thundering and lightning. This is absolutely beautiful. And how the mountain right there is still lit up at certain points. This is just truly awesome. So, this camera is not that tall. Oh, sideways and backwards. Alright, let's not drop it again. I guess I'll just hold it like this. Anyway, to just kind of finish off what I was talking about before I slipped on the trail. Lost my train of thought. I practice witchcraft and magic and other things that really speak to me, that have always been true in some way to me, contrary to the beliefs of the church or religion that I followed pretty heavily, but more ignorantly, more out of expectation, which I totally disagree with. You should never do it like that. Like, you should never follow a religion, an organization, or something like, or anything like that, if you don't know what's going on, or like why you believe what you believe. Like, you should always keep yourself in check and do what you know to be right, if that makes sense. So I was thinking, if I do my vlogs, they're gonna be pretty samey, except for when it comes to my practice. So what I'm thinking is probably just showing what I do for my practice, and just really, like, it's a huge part of who I am now. That should be something that I show, if that makes sense. I thought this would be a little bit more of a profound thing, but that's pretty much all that's going on in my head. Yeah. Let's go and enjoy the rest of this evening. Unfortunately, the walk to where I'm going is kind of long, but I'm headed to a park that I do a lot of thinking, a lot of, you know, whatnot. And I just thought I'd kind of go there, show you it, and bring you along, I guess. There is always deer in here. I don't know if you can see it. right there. And there's one right there. Actually, there's two. There's one right next to it. So there's three of them here. They're absolutely... It's really cool to be able to see that they're here enjoying a field where they can feel safe. It's a safe place for them. Made it. I've actually been here for just a little bit because I'm thinking about some stuff. This is where I do my thinking, at this very park. So it's... I'm trying to juggle and balance vlogging for you guys, and also being able to have my own personal time to really think deep, because I didn't really get to do that today. I've just been doing a lot of stuff for my brother's YouTube channel, trying to figure some stuff out, think about the stuff, trying to figure out kind of like how to do this kind of a deal with YouTube in general, especially in regards to my own channel. But legitimately, I haven't actually had my personal own me think deep time, if that makes any sense. I can't really describe it very well, but I'm here at the park. It is really dark. The camera, at least to me, it looks pretty bright out here. People still walk and run and play with their dogs out here at this park. It's a really big park. The city has done and continues to do basically their like special founder kind of day here, celebration day here at this park. So they'll have fireworks that get set off kind of over there, and then they have carnival. I think they even had rides here this year, but it's a pretty big park. And like over there is like a tennis courts, and then over there is a splash pad and a bunch of other kiddie play park things. Just coming up above the tree there, there's the moon. I really have a special place for the moon, for me. It's gotten me through some rough times. I am so tired from that walk, and I'm thinking so hard about different things. And it doesn't help that I have to hold the camera. Unfortunately, I don't really have much of a transition to this part, but this is going to be the end. I hope that the scrape on my leg from earlier today doesn't... I just hope it heals. The video from my brother's channel has finally rendered out. Pretty much just when I got home, it finally finished. Like, I watched it finish. It kind of scared me because I thought something was wrong because I'm not used to what it was showing me, but it rendered, finally. But I'm not going to do it anymore with the 4K resolution, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna have to do it though, just one resolution down, setting down, then 4K, but that's okay because it's really not that great of, like it's fuzzy. The footage is fuzzy because he's using his phone when I'm not there, because this camera is really good. So now I am just going to close out this vlog. I'm running a little bit late already because I want to be to bed by as close to 10 o'clock p.m. as possible, and it's already a little bit past 9:30 because the idea is that during the kind of like quiet hours, the, you know, evenings event, nighttime activities, whatever, those are going to be for, well, like that lasts about 3 hours. Like there's 3 or 4 hours to do that. And so I want to use that time not only for personal reevaluations, thinking through the day, etc., etc., etc. I want to use that time as well for editing as much as possible. And then in the morning, if I didn't get all of it done, then I just finish out the last little bit. Then I let it render out in the morning, and then it goes live at some point during the day, probably a little bit late morning, maybe more mid-morning than late morning. That's kind of my plan, kind of my idea, kind of my goal. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Life is as magical as you make it, so make life magical.